Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. I'd like to start off by saying a big thank you to all of you who have subscribed to the channel. And if you're someone new, I would greatly appreciate it if you could subscribe as well. Every single one of you just makes a huge difference in my day. You don't realize how much it makes my day just to see even just one new subscriber. It helps the channel immensely. And I can't thank you all enough for that. And it gets my kids excited, and my wife's actually excited for it too. So I just want to thank you all. And with that out of the way, let's get into the video. So we got a new month ahead of us, which brings new games for the Nintendo Switch and the Nintendo Switch 2. So the very first game that we actually have coming out tomorrow, which I'm kind of excited for. I didn't even know there was a first one, but now we have a second one. So we have Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba, the Hinokami Chronicles 2. Yeah, I like Demon Slayer. Read the manga in its entirety. Watched most of the anime. Have some the figures. So I I just really like it. And I mean, it's a fighting game that kind of goes through the story. So and it has over 40 characters that you can unlock throughout your play, and I'm actually really excited to playing for this. I mean, yeah, it's a fighting game, not what I usually play, but it's Demon Slayer, so I kind of have to buy it just for my own geeky anime self. But yeah, so it's going to be for $40, which is actually really good price. So I'm going to look up after I finish recording for this to see how much and how easy it is to be able to get the first one. So I'll be able to actually play them all in sequential order. So I can play the first one and then the second one whenever I get this one in. So then we actually have something exciting for August 7th is if you are or you are wanting to pick up Fantasy Life I, The Girl Who Steals Time, well, now you can. It's getting a actually proper physical release for the Nintendo Switch 2. So it's not coming out here in the West, so don't get your hopes up for that. But you can actually order it as an import from PlayAsia for $55.99, or you can, if you would like to, you can get it through VGP for a little more at $61.63. That's after you after you turn it from Canadian to US dollars. But with that extra little bit of price, you would actually get free shipping from VGP. So that's a little added bonus there. I mean, this was an amazing game, got really rave reviews. I played a little bit of it and liked it a lot more than I actually really thought I would. And I was actually already thinking I was going to like it a lot because I really liked Animal Crossings. So, but just the job classes and everything just seems like it's going to be a really fun time. Whenever it is, I can actually get around to playing it and devoting a bunch of time to this. I think I'm going to really enjoy it even more. So, if you don't want to get the full Nintendo Switch and you already have a Switch 1, you can actually get an upgrade for the Nintendo Switch 2, and it's really cheap, only $2.59. So, not bad for an upgrade. Kind of wish that if you were going to put it for that low of a price, why not make it free? But that's not mine. I'm not a marketing expert. So, I can't fault. I mean, it's still pretty cheap. So, and then we have to wait a whole another week before we get a game. And it is going to be a Nintendo Switch 2. And I'm not interested in it, but I know sports fans, like sports games fans, will be really interested and hyped up for this game for the Nintendo Switch 2, and that is Madden NFL 26. From what I've seen from the visuals, it looks spectacular. I understand that they took like game footage and the stats from, I think they said it was for 10 years of Sunday games to actually translate it all into stats and into the AI for all the characters and for the coach play styles that you can do for all the different franchises. And it sounds like it's a lot. I've not played any of the Madden games, so I can't really speak to like how it's going to play or anything else compared to any other Maddens. So I unfortunately do not have that experience, but I'm sure that any of you that have that kind of experience can actually probably be able to tell right away. But it looks like it for you sports enthusiasts. Looks like it'll be a pretty good game for $70, and it is a game key card, but it's not for why you think it is. It's a game key card because the actual download is more than what than the 64 gigabyte cartridge that they have. So that's why it has to be a game key card, is because the game was too big for the actual cartridge. So I don't know why they couldn't have just done the vast majority, like the 64 gigs, and then just do a small download. Why they chose to do a full download. But again, I mean, I know that Madden is very popular, has its fan base, and so there you go, Nintendo Switch 2 people. If you're a game enthusiast, there you have it coming out. And then one day later, August 15th, we actually have a physical release for Slay the Princess, the Pristine Cut for the Nintendo Switch 2. Now, I thought that this was already out physically for the Nintendo Switch, but I guess not, because I know I've heard people talking about it. I've not played this game, and I don't really know too much about it. I've seen some of the video play, and the art style looks really unique. And I think it's like a choose your own adventure game, from what I understood that someone was talking about. But it actually has a standard edition for $45, as well as a whopping $200 collector's edition. It looks like it includes a lot of stuff, and I know one of the items included, it said, was a 7-inch princess statue. So if you've played this game either digitally, some other platforms, you want it for the Nintendo Switch. If I was going to pick this up personally, I'd go for the standard edition for $45. I don't want to spend $200 on a game I don't really know too much about. That's a little too rich for my blood. But maybe some other people can get that. So then we're going to go a little drought for some new games, because the next game doesn't come out until August 27th, which is going to be Story of Seasons Grand Bazaar for the Switch 2. It isn't just for the Switch 2, it's also coming out for the Switch 1. Now, for the Switch 2, it's $60 for like the standard edition, and then it has a premium edition that includes a bunch of extra goodies for $80. But you can, if you want the Switch 1, just take $10 off of each of those prices. And there you go. So it is $50 for the standard edition, and then $70 for the premium edition. Premium edition includes a little plushie, so I actually do have already pre-ordered for the Switch 1, just because my daughters are going to want the plushie. So I got to appease the kids, and maybe a little bit for myself. but mainly for the kids. Yes, we're going to say that it's for the kids and not for myself. That's a way to justify it. The very next day for the Nintendo Switch 2 is a game that I am actually really excited about playing because I played it for the Switch 1, 100% completed it, but I did it on digital. It is the one of the only digital games that I actually have because I got it on when it was on sale. But I wanted to pick up a physical copy of it. I kept waiting for it, hoping for it to go down, but it just never did. So now I can actually pick it up for the Switch 2, and that is Kirby and the Forgotten Land, the Nintendo Switch 2 edition, plus Star-Crossed World. That's a mouthful. It does have an $80 price tag, but the game is full on cartridge, which is really nice. Not a game key card. As much as I know everyone hates the game key cards. So that would be really good for physical collectors they're wanting to get for their Nintendo Switch 2. I mean, this was an excellent game. I really enjoyed playing the co-op with my wife, and just it wasn't really all that hard. Even when I let my kids play it, they couldn't really get very far because they aren't to that level yet. But they still enjoyed it. The graphics looked really good. Gameplay controls were like really responsive, so they weren't having any issues with, oh, I missed that jump because it was lagging, or it was all because they made a mistake while they got hit and weren't everything wasn't going right. So the very next game that we actually have coming out on August 28th as well is for the Nintendo Switch. And we have Date Everything. It looks like a really quirky game. It did really well for digital sales, but now it's getting a physical release. And the price for it isn't that bad. It's $35. And I looked into this a little bit. Not my kind of game, but it looks really interesting. And the game has over 100 dateable characters, and what you're dating is inanimate objects, but they turn into humanoid forms, it seems. So, and every single one of those characters is fully voice acted, and there are at least 3 different endings per character. I mean, that's a lot of work to have that many endings for that many characters. So, for the art style and everything for this game. And, you know, it isn't really my thing for these games. Probably more so for my wife, for dating sims and everything. But it's for $35. It's really not that bad for a Switch game, which I was actually really shocked for as big as the game did. What really well, it topped charts on digital sales from what I saw. So, and the very last game that we actually have for the month, I just have to be honest. I am only including this. I really was debating on whether or not to. I'm hoping that by the time that the release date does come out, that it will change. And it is for Shinobi Art of Vengeance on the Nintendo Switch 1. This is completely sold out on VGP. And I tried looking on for PlayAsia. Maybe they had one. Nope. They aren't even taking any orders yet. So, I mean, as of the time of this recording, it just says coming out soon. So you can't pre-order it. The only way you would have been able to get it was through limited run. So if you didn't get limited run, you might be having to wait a while. But VGP is usually pretty good about getting the restocks in, and they seem to have like a pretty good relationship with VGP. Every once in a while, they get restocks in for certain things. That's actually how I got the Nintendo Switch 1 for Yakuza Kiwami, which is actually on its way. So every single one of these games that I talked about this month, I will include links below in the description. So if you are interested in these, you can click on those links and you can pre-order, purchase them. And no, I am not sponsored in any way by any of these things. I am still way too new for that. This is just my own personal thing that I did for y'all so that you can collect them, as well as for myself, since I would probably be clicking on them for myself to buy. So I might as well ease the burden on y'all. So they're all there, one little click link, if that's what you choose to do. Hey, if you like this video, please hit that like button. Comment if these games interest you. You're looking forward to picking them up. Maybe not. If not now, maybe try to wait for a Black Friday sale. If you have a Nintendo Switch 2, are you excited for these games? Or if you've played, like, say you played Kirby, are you excited for the upgrade or Fantasy Life? I. Maybe you got the Switch 1, you're looking forward to a Switch 2 upgrade. Comment down below. I'm really interested to hear from all of y'all about what y'all's thoughts are and what you're interested in. And if this is a series that I should be able to keep up going forward in the future. So, hope you like the video. Have a good day. I'll see you all next time.